fiancé, Chris Marek, explain why they didn't invite her ex Matt to their wedding. Hello viewers, I am Elena, welcome back to my channel. USA Daily History for Roloff family latest news update. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. In 3 weeks, the Little People, Big World star will be tying the knot with her fiancé, Chris Marek, on Roloff Farms. And when she does, her ex-husband Matt Roloff and his girlfriend Karen Chandler won't be in attendance. Chris and I debated whether to invite Matt and Karen to the wedding, but we decided against it. I think it causes less drama and I think that's better for everyone. Amy, 56, says in a PUPL exclusive sneak peek at Tuesday's finale Volpo. In a confessional, Chris further explains the reasoning for not inviting Matt and Karen to the August 28 wedding. Initially, when Matt offered us the farm, I thought it was just a given that we invite him and Karen to join us. If they'd like to, no obligation. But then I saw where it could be awkward for some people that were going to be at the wedding, and especially maybe for Amy. Chris tells cameras while sitting beside Matt, 59. Matt adds, "We had a conversation and he goes, 'Are you going to be offended if we don't invite you to the wedding?' I said, 'Absolutely not. Let's just take it off the table, make it simple. Despite not being in attendance, I am going to be going to the honeymoon." Matt jokes as Chris cracks up in laughter. During a pre-wedding visit to Roloff Farms, Chris asks about some logistics for the couple's big day, which Matt happily agrees to. "Anything for you lovebirds," Matt says with a laugh as Amy shakes her head. "Are you as anxious to get rid of her as her dad is?" Chris teases before giving Amy an embrace as she playfully slaps his face. "Having the wedding on the farm, it's making the big day a little easier for me because I'll be on familiar ground. Very familiar ground. And who knows, maybe we'll come up with some great ideas for you and Corinne for the following year," Chris jokes to Matt in their joint confessional. More than a year ago, Amy and Chris said they were planning to invite Matt and Karen to the nuptials. "It's not like they're not going to be invited," Amy said in an interview with Us Weekly in April 2020. "We kind of already have the impression that it's not something that they're interested in going to," said Chris. "They're welcomed if they'd like to come. We don't want anyone coming to our wedding out of obligation. The wedding is supposed to be about good friends and close family. And I like Matt. I get along with him fine and Corinne. But we're not friends that hang out. We don't do things together," he said. "They're welcomed if they'd like to come, but I don't want them to feel obligated." Amy and Matt were married for nearly 30 years before finalizing their divorce in 2016. Together they share twins Jeremy and Zach, both 31, daughter Molly, 27, and son Jacob, 24. Why Little People? Big World fans think Karen's flirting with Chris Marek. Little People Big World fans have been skeptical about Karen Chandler from day one. And now some believe that she might have some interest in Amy Roloff's husband, Chris Marek. Since she started making an appearance on the hit reality TV show, Karen has been called a lot of things, and the names just keep getting worse. Now fans believe that Karen has an eye for Chris, which is why she constantly flirts with him on television. Karen had been working on Roloff Farms for a little over a decade before she and Matt Roloff went public with their relationship. Although both of them have denied the allegations, many Little People Big World fans actually believe that they were seeing each other long before Matt and Amy's separation. The assumption is that Matt had been cheating on Amy with Corinne. Viewers believe that taking Matt Roloff away from Amy wasn't enough for Corinne, which is why she flirts with Chris. Fans believe that Karen has an interest in Amy's new man, and might be looking to take him away from Amy as she did Matt. In a Reddit thread started by u/Gary's Guitar, LP Beta fans discuss just how uncanny Karen's behavior toward Chris has been for the past few seasons on the show. Karen's flirtatious attitude toward Chris hasn't gone unnoticed by fans, and many believe that her behavior is uncalled for. Redditor view/What's Up With That 22 aired their opinion on the issue by saying, "Your rant has been my rant for a long time, so thank you for posting. Whenever Corinne gets around Chris, she is just so creepy." LPBW fans believe that even though Amy's relationship with Chris is very secure, she should still watch out for Karen Chandler and keep her at arm's length. Amy and Karen might get along with each other for the show and the family, but viewers believe that both women are anything but friends. On Little People, Big World Season 7. When Amy did a solo piece interview, she was asked about her opinion on Matt dating Karen, and her opinion on Karen in general. She basically said she can't give her real opinion on camera. This and many other reasons have fueled the general belief among fans that both women dislike each other, but are trying to appear cordial for the cameras. It's hard to say how long Karen and Amy can pretend to keep getting along with each other, if that is what they've been doing. So far they seem to hide whatever alleged hatred they have for each other very well. And Little People Big World fans can only hope it continues this way, mostly for the continuation of the show and for other family members. Matt Roloff compares this Little People Big World Season 25 star to a dictator. Little People Big World star Matt Roloff isn't a fan of his ex, Amy Roloff's management style, even going so far as to call her a dictator. Despite no longer being a couple, Matt and Amy are still very much in others' lives, as seen in Little People Big World Season 25. Matt and Amy got married in 1987, but separated in 2015. They have since moved on with other partners, Matt with Karen Chandler, and Amy with Marek. They all still have to interact with each other and have allowed viewers to see a lot of it up close. He just shared a preview clip from the next Little People Big World Season 25 episode. In the video, Matt, Amy, Karen, and Chris meet up to plan out all the details for an upcoming fundraiser. Unfortunately, it doesn't go smoothly. Amy makes herself the leader in charge of planning. In a confessional, Matt admits that Amy can cross that line from micromanager to dictator quicker than me. She can boss people around with the best of them. Having been married to Amy for almost 30 years, he knows what makes her tick, and vice versa. During the meetup, the group can't decide on a date for the fundraiser, so Amy steps up and says it's happening on June 24, and that's final. When the idea of bringing in a tent is mentioned, Amy instantly shoots it down because it's way too much money. Aside from figuring out the date, it's clear that Amy is also keeping in mind their budget, and they won't be able to afford certain things. She knows that someone needs to make some executive decisions instead of being non-committal, because it'll be better for all of them to get this planning finished sooner rather than later. Chris even mentions that Amy is the best person in the group to be the leader. Amy has the most experience, so I think it would be better for Matt and I to kind of do the peripheral stuff, he explains. During a confessional with Matt and Karen, the latter is completely fine with Amy being in charge. It was their idea, and will be the support, the co-pilots, she says. After Matt makes a joke about Amy planning a fundraiser for him, Karen sarcastically replies, "This is gonna be fun." Things are getting tense between Matt, Amy, Chris, and Karen. It can't be easy for Matt and Amy to be working together as exes. Then there's the new partners who have to put up with the bickering and snarky attitudes. Since it didn't seem like there was much getting accomplished in this Little People Big World scene, someone had to step up, and if it was Amy, then so be it. No one else seemed willing to make the necessary decisions to finally move forward in the planning process. Little People Big World's Matt and Karen attempt to salvage fundraiser as Amy goes MIA. Amy Roloff's fundraiser is here, but she's nowhere to be found, according to a preview clip of the next Little People Big World episode. The Roloff family has never had a lack of drama in all the years their reality show has been on the air. During the currently airing Little People Big World Season 25, one of the main storylines has been Amy planning for her fundraising event, with the help of Matt Roloff, Karen Chandler, and Marek. At one point, Matt compared his ex's leadership style to that of a dictator, since Amy took over the planning in a major way, even though she sought out the help of her family. Unfortunately, it looks like the fundraiser will kick off without its leader. Access Hollywood shared a preview clip from the next episode of Little People Big World Season 25, which sees Matt and Karen trying to figure out where Amy is since guests are expected to show up in a matter of minutes. As the Little People Big World preview clip begins, Matt is sitting in a golf cart and asks Karen, "Where's Amy?" Looking confused, his fiancé has exasperation in her voice when she replies, "She's MIA." Matt tries to lighten the mood by joking that the next time Amy wants to be in charge of an event, he and Karen will push back and say they're going to be in charge instead. Karen gets a little testy with Matt as she says, "I can't stay here and chat 'cause I have things to do now," and then walks off. Matt says that everyone is trying